Hey everybody, welcome to that vinyl channel. I'm that vinyl guy Boz. So this is going to be something a little different. I know this is a vinyl channel, but I'm also big into music, and I have different formats. I have like 2 cassettes, but I also have CDs. And Glenn, I believe it was Glen Kellaway from the basement. He put out a 2025 CD tag. So I figured I'd go ahead and jump on this and show off some of my CDs on my channel. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on these questions. He has 15 questions. One of them doesn't relate to me. I'm going to change that question to something that does relate to me. So let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, the very first question is, when did you get your first CD player? Now I was a little bit late to the game. I've always had record players throughout my whole entire life, so I didn't even get into CDs until the early 1990s. So my very first CD player I picked up around 1992. I got it in a pawn shop. I remember it was like $98, $97, something like that. It was one of those components, and you had to hook it to a amp to go ahead and hear it. It had a single tray. I tried to go online. I tried to figure out which one it is. I don't remember the brand. I'm going to show you here a picture of what it pretty much looked like. It wasn't this one, but it was pretty close. Again, it was a single tray component, and you would plug it into your amp. And this was the very first CD player that I ever owned. So let's go ahead and get to the very second question here. What was the first CD that you ever bought? So soon after I bought that CD player, I bought my first CD. And I do not have that CD anymore. I've looked; it's not in my collection. My CD collection at one time, probably around 95 or 96, maybe 97-ish, was up to about close to 300 CDs, and then I started selling them off. So, and I don't have this one anymore on CD, but I do have a vinyl version of it, so I'm going to show that. And that would have been, well, it is Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic, and this was the first a CD that I bought. I bought it from a pawn shop. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on to number 3. What was the most recent CD that you purchased? Now, I'm not a big buyer of CDs. There can even be a year or 2 or 3 years that I don't even buy any CDs. But last year I did buy a few. So one of them here was Aerosmith 9 Lives. But there was a reason why I bought this, because I found out that this was a band cover. This is the I think it's I think they call it the Hindu cover. I think it offended some people because of the references to Hinduism and all that kind of stuff. So they changed the cover of this. But this is the very first cover. I don't think they ever released any vinyl records on the original cover, but I went ahead and bought the CD. I'm a big fan of Aerosmith, and when I found out that there was an alternate cover, I wanted to pick it up and have it in my collection, even if it meant buying it on CD. I did buy this about 2 or 3 months ago, so it is the last CD that I did buy. Okay, question number 4. Approximately how many CDs that you have in your collection? I made a video here of where I keep pretty much all my CDs in one area. I counted all of them, and I think I have about 75 CDs. So that's how many CDs that I have right now. So there you go. That's the answer to that one. Number 5, jewel cases or a Digipaks. What is a Digipak? I don't even know what that is. Almost all of my CDs are in jewel cases. A couple of them are on cardboard like this, but pretty much all of them are in jewel cases. So I hope that answers your question. Number 6, what was your best CD purchase of 2024? So I did buy this last year. I think I want to say around January or February. A friend of mine actually told me about this. I didn't know about this at all, and when he told me, I wanted to buy it. No vinyl offerings for this, which is why I bought it on CD. But this is a band that's I guess it's a tribute type band, but the name of the band is Classic 78, and the name of the CD is Phantom. And what this band does is tries to mimic the sound of Kiss in their very first 4 albums, but I think these are original songs. So they write original songs in the style of Kiss from their first 4 albums, and it's actually a pretty good CD. So I really did like it a lot. I wanted to take a look at the CD itself, show that to you. But yeah, when a friend of mine told me this, I had to buy this. I think this came out around 2022 or so, but I didn't know about it until earlier this year, which is why I bought it. So there you go. Number 7, show a live album on CD. I don't have I actually have a lot. I have quite a few bootlegs, and I have one that I'm going to show you later, but I didn't want to show you a bootleg for this question. So this here is Styx, Caught in the Act. It is from 1984. It is a live, it's on vinyl. It's a double album. But on this one, it's this double pack, this double thick, a jewel case. So, but that is the answer to that one, and that would be Styx, Caught in the Act. Number 8, what is the best sounding CD in your collection? I have to say this one here. This is Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell 2. I bought this copy when it very first came out. I think around 93. Isn't that when this came out? Around 93 or 94. So I bought this when it came out. So I also have another copy of it on my wall. It's in a special kind of case. Maybe I'll take a picture of it here and flash it on the screen so you can see it. It was issued in the UK on this special case, and have that on my wall. But this here is the US copy of it. But I think this is the best sounding CD in my collection. Again, Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell 2. So number 9, what are your favorite CD cover / insert? So I'm going to go with this. I'm a big Kiss fan, and this here is a cardboard cover of it, but I think the artwork on here is really great. And the way they did this, you open it up and you have the members of the band like that, and then it goes, let me see if I can open it up. It goes like that. So you have all of that, and it has an extra CD in here, Kiss Classics. So, but yeah, it's really good, as well as a live CD as well. So, but let me show you the back side of this too. So there you go. But I think this is a great looking CD. I really like the artwork on this. So I think it goes like that. But there you go. That's the answer to that question. It's going to be this one here, which is Kiss Sonic Boom. So this is the one I was telling you about where I don't have any. Question 10 is show a CD box set. I have no CD box sets. I apologize, but I'm going to go ahead and change the question to something that is relevant to me, and that is show a CD that somebody might consider odd or strange. So I have here is, let me take it out of this plastic so I can show it to you. So this here is what's called a vinyl disc. Okay, this is a CD, and I'm going to show it to you. So this has a vinyl record on one side. It's about 3.5 minutes. Plays at 33 RPM. But on the back side is a CD. So this was a proof of concept. Never really took off. They didn't do very much with the format. There are some commercial. This here's a promo, the very first one that they put out. But there were some commercial ones. I think if you go on Discogs, you can find about 20 or 30 of them. I do have another one in my collection as well, a commercial one, but I'm going to show this one here. Put out by a company called Optimal Media Production. So it wasn't even in the U.S. I'm not sure. I think it was in Germany. Is where it was developed. But again, it's called the vinyl disc, and it's pretty cool. So there you go. That's something that the other people might consider odd or strange. Okay, number 11. Show a CD from your favorite band. And my favorite band, if you watch my channel for any amount of time, you probably know, is Styx. So I just grabbed one of my Styx CDs, and that was Paradise Theater. This came out in 1981. So that's the answer to that question, which is Styx. Okay, number 12. What artist or band do you have the most CDs by? And again, that would be Styx. I have the most Styx CDs over anything else. I also have a bunch of bootlegs on CD by Styx, about maybe 6 or 7 of them, similar to this one here. So this here is Styx live at San Mateo County Fair, August 14th, 2001. I bought this on eBay back in the day. It has one of these covers over the CD, that back in the day you would print on your printer. I made a CD, things like this that would go on onto a CD, and yeah, but it's a double CD. Again, it's a bootleg of sticks from 2001, but I have more stick CDs than anybody else. Number 13, do you collect CD and vinyl? Again, I mostly collect vinyl. I have thousands of vinyl. I'm buying vinyl all the time. CDs, again, it could be years go by that I don't even buy any, and then I might buy one or two in a year, and then another couple years go by. So I don't really actively collect CDs. If something comes out that's not available on vinyl, again, like that classics that I showed you earlier, then I'll pick it up, and or other reasons why. So I bought a CD earlier this year that was never put on vinyl, and so I wanted that album, so I picked that up. But other than that, I pretty much don't buy very many CDs at all. It's mainly vinyl. I hope that answers that question for you. So number 14, have you sold your vinyl collection and stuck with CD format? Nope. I mean, I did sell all of my records when I went into the military because I was at the time I was living by myself, and I didn't really have anybody to hold my records for me. My parents did hold maybe about 10 or 20 of them in their garage, but I had about between 100 and 200 records at the time, as well as about, check this out, I had about 300 8-track tapes. So I took all those down to the local record store, and I sold all of them except for the few records that my parents held for me, and while I was in the military. So of course that was that was in around '86. So CDs were out, but I didn't have any CDs at that point. So, but I did start buying CDs in the early 1990s. Again, through about 96, 97, I had about 300, and then I pretty much sold most of them off. I kept some Kiss and I kept some Sticks. I kept maybe about 40 of them at the time, but all the rest of them I sold off. And but I've always collected vinyl, and I continued to collect vinyl. I started collecting vinyl again when I got out of the military. I hope that answered that question for you. So the final question, show a CD you would like your viewers to listen to and give you feedback on. I'll tell you what, I'm very surprised about this. About this one, about 2 years ago, I did a video on my channel where I was ranking the Meatloaf albums from worst to best. And there were two albums that I didn't even know Meatloaf had even made when I did that video, which I was surprised of, but they were on CD. That's why, because I don't actively buy CDs, but and I do like Meatloaf a lot, but I don't like follow his career, extremely closely. So these are two CDs that came out that I wasn't aware of, but one of them here was called Meatloaf, Hell in a Handbasket. I was very surprised. I mean, this went up on my list. I think this is number 3, number 4 on my list. I'm trying to remember, but I remember it was pretty high up. I mean, this was a really great album by Meatloaf. It really blew me away. And I listened to it a few times since then, too. But if you're not familiar with this album, if you like Meatloaf, I recommend you pick it up and give it a listen. It's a really great album by him. Again, it's called Meatloaf, Hell in a Handbasket. I think it came out around 2011. So, but there you go. I definitely recommend you go ahead and hear this one. All right, and that's it. I do want to thank everybody for joining me today. I do want to thank Glen Kellaway from The Basement for hosting this 2025 CD vinyl tag. I hope I've sufficiently answered all the questions for you. If you have any comments, please go and put it down below. I will respond to you. But again, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you all next time.